Like this stuff is pretty like interesting.
Talking about a warehouse.
Yes.
But you're next, so you're gonna still be playing.
The warehouse.
Yeah, I have like a couple. Like I have quite a bit of character ideas.
That are warehouses.
No, I only have one of those.
You all want to hear a really disturbing fact?
What?
What?
I have the blessing of being able to watch gory movies with Glee. So I've seen a lot of people get, ripped open and taken apart. So, you know how you guys usually think you eat a lot of food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
The
maybe.
place you hold all the food is generally very small. I saw someone rip a guy apart and rip out his I can't remember where the food was. I think it was the stomach, I'm pretty sure. No.
You
I
are
don't
being
remember
asked
what-
if you eat people or humans.
Who?
Circle is asking you that.
Me?
No,
Yes.
we don't eat people.
Well, you
With
see,
the dog, you know the
do
dog with the mouth open, mouth closed emote.
I do have a tendency to devour my friends. I have been at a sleepover before and just taken a chunk out of my best friend's arm. Don't think she's ever recovered from that night.
Manx just said perfect start to Twitch. Circle says I want some. Yo, same.
Yeah.
Well, no, we're talking about a warehouse. They turn into a building at the full moon, and then if people are like what gets put inside that isn't already there, because it's an unfurnished building. But anything that's inside of that gets compacted into this really dense object and is digested and turned into it's then converted to pure energy. So
I never finished telling you guys my really disturbing fact. But anyways, they ripped this guy apart and he had eaten like an entire beaver. And beavers are big. Just gonna let you guys have a reminder that you guys can look up how big those things are. But they're huge. And it was shoved into a pouch that's no bigger than the pouch on Toby's screen right now. That's basically where all the food goes. That's where all your food you eat goes. Till it leaves.
Makes sense.
Interesting.
hey, we're gonna do dice and friends.
Tiny space. So if you did congest all those people, you'd probably actually explode.
Well, they're magic. Well, you magically kept
Oh,
alive.
I forgot
so.
to change the game. It still says Valorant.
Yeah. Hey, baby. Yeah. Go kill scabs. Have fun.
Scabs? I don't.
Scabs. Tarkov. The game.
Oh.
Escape from Tarkov.
Oh.
Aren't those the bad people?
I told him to go kill scabs.
Hey, wait. So where's? Can you put the link in? Wait, hold on. Let me go. Who's here? Oh,
Oh,
mine's on.
I hope you're feeling okay. I know you said you were in your.
Bean, baby.
What?
Huh?
Oh, I thought this was the Mickey Mouse crack house for a second.
Huh?
Pretty sure this is on.
It's the Mickey Mouse Crack House. That's the name of my personal Discord server with my friends. By the way, like with school friends and stuff.
Hmm.
You know, it's really sad that I will never experience having a Discord server with school friends.
Chaotic
Sorry,
as
sorry.
always.
What? I.
Oh,
Oh. I'm gonna be the most rich housewife ever. And then I'm gonna kill my old husband so I can have all his money.
eh?
Sounds like a plan.
What?
So,
What? That's how you get without education.
What?
we're waiting on... Okay, Morel's
Hey.
Ian said he'd be running like 5 minutes late.
Okay, and then we're waiting on Umbre.
Yeah, Razor and Ian.
It'd be funny if we entered. If like I kind of want. I don't know. Well, we don't have the sheet ready. Your character sheet. Well, I don't have access to it.
I'll have you guys know, I finally figured out how I can control VC stats and controls and whatnot. So, yeah, that's
Okay.
guys should just be a little more concerned about that.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
Oh, what? Someone, Manx, you
No
went
one left.
first, but nice. No, I have like the sound alert thing when someone redeems something. And Manx redeemed first.
Wow.
Even
Hey,
though
do you want to
Manx
see
wasn't
my
first.
kitten? Do you want to see a kitten?
Sure.
I eat kittens, so I do
No.
need to see it.
Well, how could you eat this? It's adorable. Wait, hold on.
It's
Oh.
black on black.
I don't think
No, come here.
you're a kitten. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate.
Did I accidentally face reveal? This is what she looks like. Say hi, Bean. This is Beanie. Say hi. Say hi.
Will be a delicious snack. Thank you for the
Don't eat her!
She
I
was
already
just
ate
chilling
my
on my bed. She
I
was
already
just
ate
chilling on my bed, and I was just like, "You're mine now."
That's fine. We're waiting on 2 people anyways.
Okay.
random stuff can we talk about to fill this empty silence?
Sure.
Okay. Why are you leading her out? No! Let her stay in here!
Math makes me feel really stupid. Example is area. Area is not that hard to do, but my math book, I don't have a teacher either. I have my mom who teaches me. So she usually just leaves me with the math book and tells me to learn. So my math book does not explain very well, and it gave me random numbers, and it did not explain how it got it, and so I broke down like crying, and I decided I'm never going to college because I will fail area.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
understand
I'm going
that.
to go to college, but that's because I have to for what I want. Come here. Come here. Okay, come on. Come on, Beanie.
Okay. How about a guessing game? Who
Okay.
knows what my mom is serving for dinner tonight?
Cake?
Chicken sandwich.
Is it cake?
Is it what?
Cake? Is that cake?
No, unfortunately, it's not cake.
Dang.
Give us a hint. Give us a food group.
Huh?
Yeah, give us a food group.
That would narrow it down to the exact answer.
Bread.
Would it?
Do you know the 5 main food groups?
Yeah, see, this is a 6th food group that really gives it away.
Well, there's a 6th?
What?
What's the 6th? I just want to know what's the 6th.
It's one singular food item that is so unique it does not fit into any other food groups.
A tomato?
That's a fruit, you dumb.
Bean.
Can you put that back?
Bean.
Okay,
Oh yeah, Circle said this is so Mank said, how about you recap last session instead? And then Circle said, this is the recap. Trust.
We escaped tonight. We escaped combat with
Mank,
an
you're not
octopus
supposed to
again.
redeem second and third. You already got first. Okay,
Come here.
I guess.
Pick her up.
Oh wait, I forgot that
Still
I put
around.
my avatar up. Let me open that.
Wow.
Chicken sandwich.
I realized something was
That's
missing.
really
I just
bad.
forgot what.
I do actually want to know what is the sick.
I'm gonna let Toby.
What is the other food?
I'm
Wait,
gonna
how's
let
there only
Toby-
6 though?
What was that, Cat?
No, I only thought that there was only 5.
1 second, y'all. What was that, Cat?
I'm gonna let you have a guess
That's one of the 5.
serving for tonight. I'm gonna let you have one guess at it, and then I'm gonna tell everyone what she's serving for dinner.
Pizza.
Give us a hint.
What do you think it is, Toby?
Oh, what do I think it is that you're eating?
That my mom's making us. What she's serving for dinner.
So it's not. It's so unique. It's not part of the food groups. But if you gave the food group, it would give it away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pizza. Also, chat is guessing
I
a
don't-
cat.
How dare they?
Eating something.
How dare they? There's a cat in the room.
Yeah, my cat is in here because. Hey,
Ice cream.
No, that's a death
Oh.
game.
You guys want to know what my mom served for dinner?
Sure.
Hold on, let the rest of us guess.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure everyone guessed.
Soul food.
I said carb.
What does that
Yeah.
even mean though?
Well, there's actually 2 answers to this. There's what she's serving
Oh, it's southern.
tonight
Oh,
and what she's serving next.
soul
year.
food is southern food,
Oh.
which we have in the south. Which I'm from the south.
Anyways, what
Okay.
she's serving tonight is nothing. She's
Oh.
not making a.
Oh, so that's
The
okay.
sixth food group is nothing.
That's not a group
Well,
if it
it's
includes
not- it's
nothing.
Not, well, it's not a food.
It's
Nothing
no
is
food.
just a concept. Because nothing isn't a. It's just a concept of the lack of anything.
Yeah,
I had
I couldn't give that away though, because you know.
Hmm.
Work with what I got. You want to know what she's feeding us next year though?
Not
Next
very-
Year.
Yeah, next year I know what she's gonna feed. Not me, not my sister, but just my dad.
Hey, yeah.
Turkey?
what?
If you guys are having weird,
Wait, Manx,
inappropriate
I
thoughts,
don't think that's how that
wings
works though.
Hey,
Hey, come here, Bean.
I gotta show you something else. Orb kitten.
orb kitten.
Oh,
I mean, soul food, right there.
It's southern food. It's the food to get in the south, like fried chicken, sweet tea, coleslaw, Salisbury steak, biscuits and gravy.
He became southern.
Of course, I'm southern. I say y'all,
Bro, you all is too much to say, so we just went.
y'all. Y'all ain't gonna do.
Shut your damn now. I don't need a hear
Y'all, God have my.
southern.
Eat that.
Anyways,
What is going
Toby
on?
agreed with me earlier that the best quote in the world is that Daryl Dixon makes it okay to be so. He's the
What?
actually hold up. Let me read it out exactly. Daryl Dixon makes being a redneck okay.
Huh.
Well, I'm not a redneck. I'm just a southerner. There's a difference.
Yes, there is a massive difference. I have like 0 tolerance for rednecks, but he is the one person I will allow the redneck honor.
Well,
I mean, who's
to
the king of
chat,
redneck?
Josie.
Him?
The person whose shirt
I don't think
literally
that's how you spell
matches
y'all.
their neck.
Like their neck is literally red.
So
Okay,
red.
my dad, okay, this is actually really funny. My dad's
Manx
not a
just
redneck,
said
but
now they're just doing prejudicial accents. Prejudicial.
Okay, my dad-
Prejudicial.
my dad is not a redneck, but he does not believe in wearing sunscreen when he works out in the yard because he thinks he's invincible. And so his neck is 3 different shades darker than the rest of his body. Because that's
Wait,
the
what?
he would work out in
So
the
he
yard
is a redneck.
just to dawn.
That's like a key personality trait of rednecks.
In a
Like,
way,
they're-
he is, but not really.
Yeah, he's not a redneck. He just refuses to wear sunscreen. So he's like, he has two sides to him. His neck and shoulders are 3 shades darker than the rest of his body, which is crazy.
Hey, do you want to know what state I live in? Well, I typically live in the solid
You are
state.
being streamed
but
right now.
sometimes I'm
This is a
gassed.
stream. This is a stream.
That is true, yeah.
I don't. Well, I
I'm
live
thinking
in the solid state.
You are not going to share
Usually-
that information on stream. I'm not
But
letting people
sometimes
do
I'm gas. Okay. Sometimes I'm
Do not
gas.
share where you
Did I
live.
miss anything?
No, you missed
talking about
absolutely
sharing
nothing.
What state of
You
matter
did
I'm
miss
in.
Phoenix almost doxing himself. I'm going to unmute you now. Don't make me regret it.
I think
Yes.
Wait, where's
Please with
Roger.
that next time.
Roger's here.
I don't
No.
know. Wait, no.
Sometimes I'm a liquid, but that's besides
Waiting
the
on
point.
Ian and
Never been.
Oh,
plasma
Roger is
once.
here. Why
Fraser.
isn't he appearing on my screen? Like on
That's-
the left side he is, but not on my screen.
Some
Oh, okay,
magic.
there.
oh my god, I fixed it.
Wow.
Okay, so where's Bean? Is she laying in my bed? Oh, there you are, Beanie. You should bring Boo Boo.
That's wishing for death.
Exactly.
Wait, do you know
Let's
if
see
Ian's gonna
if
get
I
on?
can get them to join. Okay. Ian promised me his soul that he'd be here, so if he's not here, I get to scavenge his body into pieces and chop him up and throw him in 5 different rivers, so they never know who killed him.
Well, then you.
What? Well, actually, now we have evidence, so-
Their souls are the devil.
See, but if he doesn't die in that way, then you know it wasn't me, because I can't kill anyone chopping them into pieces. So you guys know that if you guys are ghosts suddenly and you see your body being chopped up and you can't tell who's killing you, then you should know it's probably me.
What? Well, I didn't give you my soul.
Now, if you give me your soul, I get to do so whenever. But if you don't, I can only do so when you guys have wronged me in some possible way.
How was the?
Well,
Huh?
no. Well, I have to offer you my soul, and then if I break that, then you get my soul.
You don't know how my contracts
And
work.
I'm not giving you my soul, okay? I like my soul.
You guys don't know how my contracts work?
Anyone here?
Yeah, Circle wants
People
to
ask
join
me
you when
what
you
I'm on,
do
and I
that.
tell them the opposite action.
Wait, what?
Circle wants to join you when you do that.
Yeah, let's go raid my boyfriend's house and kill him.
Yeah.
Perfect idea.
Yeah.
Yay.
And sooner or later, I'll actually know exactly where he lives. I could find it on a map sooner or later. So
You can't find my house on Google Street View. There's no Google Street View for the street I live on.
Yep.
well, that lowers down where I have to look. The places
Actually,
that don't
it
have
doesn't.
a Google Street.
It doesn't.
Oh my god.
Well, you don't know where I live.
Wait, actually,
so,
doesn't the ocean have Google Street View? Like some parts of it?
Yes.
Yes, technically it does.
Well, I'm not. Well, I don't live in the middle of the ocean. I don't think anybody does.
Point Nemo.
Actually, a lot of people live in the middle of the ocean. It's called living on an island.
Well, but they're not on. But they're on.
Yeah, no.
They're
People
not
also
the
live in
ocean.
boats
Like,
too.
they
People live in boats. You know that, right? People live in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, but do they
Very
live on the
funny
boat or do
joke.
they stem?
Yes,
Because they, like,
yes,
you have
they
a
live on the
permanent
boat.
residence
Yes, people
on
live
a
on
boat.
boats. People live on boats.
Like,
Yes.
permanent residence. Can you fix that blind?
Yeah, people live on boats. Permanent.
My
They'll
grandpa,
never get
I'm not one of them.
my grandpa actually did. Never got.
They'll
Yeah,
never leave
golf
their
cart.
boat. Stay on the boat. I mean, they go to the dock once they're done, but like they
I-
still stay on the boat. They never get off the boat.
If I do get Google Street View for this, if we and if I'm home when we get a Google Street View, you know exactly what I'm doing.
Flip off the camera.
No, I want to do something stupid. Like, what do you think I should do?
A fight. A state.
No, if there's a Google Street View coming down here, I want to be on the roof and like dressed like Batman.
No, just chase after the Google Street View car, hop on it, and
Have
just
you
stay
seen
on it
that,
for the ride.
that one Google Street View place where there's this guy, so you're on the front part of the road, you see two guys on a driveway, you click forward, then they have a frying pan or something, I think, and then you move forward again, one guy's on the floor, and then you move forward again and he's in the dumpster now.
I want to do that. Like, I want to do basically that.
Sounds like something Cat would do.
I want to do that for one.
I like
when
how
my
they're being targeted for murder. And puzzle
Yes.
He got here.
It's on you.
Child.
Okay, hold on. I am
A child soldier.
okay. So Ian is setting up his mic, and that means we can start. Thank you for your patience, Toby.
No problem. I was falling
Check it.
asleep.
Huh?
Oy.
That's why
child.
I'm
Why are you holding her like that? Let her out.
My child. My child.
You know, if you keep her in here, you can get. Hey, okay,
Let me turn
you
my
go,
light on
let
real
her out, and bring Miss Bobo.
That's wishing for that.
For you or me?
Yes.
Well, can you
I'm
do
very
it? I
confused by
want
what
Bobo.
Manx just said.
Oh, you're gonna kill me.
I want them to see her on stream.
What about?
She's already been on stream.
Bean,
No.
Bean, say hi, chat.
Hey,
Don't-
Bean, say hi to chat.
Don't do that.
We call her Bean. Say hi to chat. Bring her, pick her up and bring her over here. Say hi to chat.
Okay.
So,
Oh, there, Ian's on. We're all
Ian!
here.
Okay.
You almost got chopped up into little pieces and thrown into a river.
Hey, this is Bean.
so
Yeah.
far, come on.
Look at her. Make her dance.
Bean, eat bean.
Well,
Okay.
her name is Sabrina, but we call her Bean.
Eat her.
Let's stay focused and start the session because we're 20 minutes
Okay.
behind.
Yes, everyone mute when not talking.
Okay.
So, last session I was informed that all of us kind of met up. There's RP done. Some people may have been romanticized a little bit. Some people went to the beach, and some people went to the library. No matter what you guys were doing, when
I agree with Manx.
last session ended,
Not cancel me for that.
as remember, the curse, things started to feel a little bit different from the curse being lifted. And you kind of noticed that there seemed to be
wait,
a
don't do
fog
that,
that
don't do
wasn't
that.
there from the previous times you were there. And after the talisman was placed where it was meant to be, everyone kind of doesn't really need to, but everyone kind of unknowingly starts to look out towards the ocean. And you see the birds flying by, see the waves crashing into each other. And whether it was physically or within your own mental, you start to see a fog lift. And you don't know why, but your shoulders feel lighter. The sun seems to be brighter. And it seems like you can hear the world for the first time. And the curse has been lifted. And one person in specific also notices this. And to every single person in this VC, everyone in the party, a kobold comes up to you and has you come up to what you would know as Renara's as the temple. And everyone starts to make their way to the temple. Now, some people, I think there's a few of you that have gone here, but a lot of you haven't. But this is the highest point of the cloister, and it's crowned by an open-air temple that overhangs the cliff. It's supported by arched stone struts anchored to the cliff face. And the north wall of the temple is carved directly into the rock, while the rest is open to the sea air. Heavy pillars mark the 3 open sides, supporting the wooden roof. In the center of the temple, in the center of the temple, stands a stone statue of a kind-looking old man with canaries perched on his hands, shoulders, and head. A feeling of serenity suffuses the place. And as you start to feel this serene sense fall over you, Runara, if we all remember Runara, the human leader of the cloister, she smiles as all of you approach, and she says, "I have something to show you." Suddenly, there's a flash, like a silent stroke of lightning, and the human woman is gone. But where the human woman was standing is now an enormous dragon with bronze-colored scales. "Now you see me as I truly am," she says, tilting her head with an expression that might be a smile on her scaled face.
Those are pots.
As you have discovered, this island has many old wounds, and I'm afraid the cycle of violence is starting again. I have one more favor to ask you, if you would allow me. Feel free to respond to her if you'd like, as characters.
So all of us are
God.
there, right?
All of you are there in this temple, and you now see that Runara has transformed into a dragon.
Oh my God! You're not a human. You thought you were You thought you were like me.
Cal just walks out. He has had enough of
What
this
is a cat do?
nonsense for the day. He is just done.
Oh, it's noodles. That's what that emote is.
All right.
Brorug says, "Scaly bird."
Scaly bird.
Charlie looks very inquisitive. He seems very his curiosity seems piqued. Generally he seems a lot calmer than he usually is, at least. So
My character, I was like, wait, when did you guys get here? I didn't notice y'all.
Okay. I'm finally allowed to read you the actual background of this place. So I'm going to let you guys know the history of Dragon's Rest. According to legend, 2 families of dragons came into being the very first days of the world's creation. Bahamut, the noble platinum dragon, made the metallic dragons gold, silver, bronze, brass, and copper. Cruel, 5-headed Tiamat made the chromatic dragons red, blue, green, black, and white. The metallic and chromatic dragons share a mutual animosity that originates in the enmity between Bahamut and Tiamat. The origin of Dragon's Rest is rooted in that animosity. Ages ago, a fire-breathing red dragon called Sharuth rampaged up and down the Sword Coast. 3 metallic dragons joined forces to battle Sharuth and imprisoned her beneath the ocean floor, believing seawater would quench her fire and keep her bound forever. But Sharuth's fury, legend says, caused the undersea volcanic activity that formed Stormwreck Isle. In all likelihood, Sharuth is long dead and entombed beneath the island, but chromatic dragons whisper that she still lives and will one day emerge from her prison. One fact is undeniable. The powerful magic embodied in such an ancient dragon has left a permanent mark on Stormwreck Isle. That magic has drawn other dragons to the island throughout the centuries, making it a recurring battlefield in the conflict between chromatic and metallic dragons. Several of these dragons have died there, each leaving behind a spiritual scar that causes unpredictable magical effects. 100 years ago, a blue dragon tried to harness this destructive magic. A bronze dragon, named Runara, pleaded with him to abandon his schemes. When he refused, Runara killed him, adding one more dragon grave to the island. Renara has grown weary of strife, and Stormwreck Isle's wounds are a constant reminder to her of the cost of such a conflict. Devoting herself to peace and reconciliation, she established the cloister of Dragon's Rest as a safe haven from violence, living in human guise. Renara now serves as the leader of a tiny group of hermits and ascetics. And she would also inform
I have a
you
question.
that, yeah,
What's the other word mean? Ascetics?
ascetics?
Yeah.
Oh, the last one that I said?
Yeah.
It's just like outcasts.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, welcome back. Think of it as like it's just a place for people to have refuge. She would also inform you that each site that you guys visited, so it would be the Tigro Caves and the wreckage, the cursed ships, they were all linked to the death of a dragon. She also tells you that a bronze wormling named Adron came to the island a few months ago and studied with her at Dragon's Rest. 5 days before you guys arrived at Dragon's Rest for the first time, he argued with her, angrily rejecting her teaching of peace, and stormed away from the cloister. She fears he went to the ancient observatory, which is off of the cloister at the top of the island. On the southeast side of the island, which is another dragon's final resting place. She suspects some evil has arisen there, but she dares not to go there herself, lest her presence reopen old wounds. And as she tells you about this observatory and what's been going on, she hands you, she just holds out to the group a moonstone key. It's a 3-inch long, 1-inch wide hexagonal prism made from moonstone, which is a really rare type of gem. And it has a dragon's head engraved on one end. And as she's handing it over, or just like presenting to you guys to take, she says, "You'll need this to access the observatory. But if you could do this one last thing for me, I would be forever in your debt."
Charlie nods his head, and since no one else has said anything yet, I'm going to assume that it's free for grabs, so he is going to accept it very delicately. Seems a lot more quiet this time, seems a lot more in reverie. And he calmly says, "I have no qualms with your kind, so I would obviously help without a price." And he steps back, bowing.
Alright, so Cal has
That's
just had
wild.
enough. Oh wait, who's going first?
Did he rhyme? I don't know. That was pretty good though.
Oh, okay. Alright, so anyone else want to RP first before I go? Or no?
If you would like.
So Cal has had enough of this nonsense. He hates gods as a whole, and dragons or ancient ones are pretty similar to gods. He snaps at her. He's kind of done. He gives not a log, but he basically talks to her about how these meddling dragons, this island wouldn't have all these problems if the
Okay, thanks
chromatic
for that.
dragons and the metallic dragons couldn't leave each other alone. They have to engage in this epic war on this island of all the places, and they can't even die right. Every time they die, they create some cataclysmic event or curse or something along those lines that permanently changes the island and the poor folks that are living here under the rule of the dragon. And while the dragon remains here, whether metallic or chromatic, war will continue to ravage this place. And he also calls her out for being a hypocrite on her teachings of peace, while she claims to be a peaceful teacher after murdering one of her own kind in cold blood.
Peace requires sacrifice. That's something you wouldn't know, right?
Al just kind of puffed or whatever, and just not walked away, but kind of just, I felt snooty and stuff.
Okay. And she changes back into her human form after Kel walks off to kind of give a more friendly appearance to everybody.
Brorog just stares, very confused. Too many words, in a short span of time, so.
Yeah, That was a lot of information. He found out she was a dragon. He found out that everything was connected to dragons, and now that you have to go save the island once more.
They do, not the group. Yeah.
Okay. If nobody else wants to say anything, I think she's going to. Obviously, she changed back into her human form, and she's gonna look over at Charlie and just like nod her head and like thanks for doing this. And she raises her hand up as a sort of goodbye, but before she goes, she says, "Thank you all for everything you've done. I'll have something special for you guys when you get back. Just please come back safely."
Wait, why is
Charlie is
Lucky
going
a
to
metallic dragon?
reaffirm that he does not need anything from her. He does not wish anything from her. That serving her would be his greatest purpose in life.
I think Charlie's pimping for the dragon right now.
What?
Don't do it.
What?
Wait, is
Wait,
someone
I got a
going?
question. In lore, would I know anything about the dragon portal stuff?
You probably wouldn't know about this one.
Or like, would I know about like dragons can open up portals to other dimensions and stuff, planes of existence?
You would probably know that not all dragons can do that. It's more of a rare occurrence.
Yeah. But I would like if I did know, I would probably think that all of them could do it. Because I mean, I literally just thought I actually thought it was.
Oh, also, Phoenix, I did need to tell you, Toby passed the homebrew, so you can talk to her about that thing you wanted to talk to her about if it was passed. So.
Bro.
So yeah, so
Wait,
Hi,
can I go? Okay. Brorog, who is Brorog next to right now?
Whatever you
I'll say
want.
me.
Okay, Brorog, say Morel is standing there or someone. Brorog bends down and asks Morel, "We fight dragon?"
I respond to Brora. No, we are saving this island and not fighting the dragon.
Do we
Well,
fight other
we are
dragon?
kind of the dragon. Yes,
I mean, at
we
some point, probably. Like,
Everyone can now
I'm
tell that
just
Brorog
Morel.
really wants to fight a dragon.
He's like,
Now,
That's cool.
Charlie is going to look a little disdained at his eagerness to fight, but he shakes his head and clears his thoughts real quick before speaking. He's like, well, now while I don't like why Brorog is doing this, he has a point. I can't go and take care of this by myself, and me and Brorog certainly can't go, so
Yeah,
I'm just
but
gonna go with us.
Brorog really wants to fight a dragon, so that's why.
perfect RP moment. I'm gonna go grab a drink while you guys RP splitting the groups.
Umbre, say something.
Umbre,
Hey, is he here?
Razor.
He should be.
Razor.
Razor.
Get your fat booty keeps on my car. I did not say that, and you cannot prove I did.
We have
This is
proof of it. Yeah.
Yeah, we quite literally do.
I mean, technically, Kel and Mizon and Phoenix can still say stuff, so.
I mean, it's like, I mean, I don't know.
Dude, I think that's enough pings. I think that's enough pings, dude. Okay, you stop.
Well, I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out how to play, like,
Alright, he's like 12 dozen
I'm
things.
gonna say
You better get online.
here.
I'm
The
going to
thrill
my
of like the feeling
Razor, you
of
there?
in a new world kind of died off. I think I gotta stay here. I think I'm gonna have a panic attack.
I mean,
Razor.
Language. The most
Umbra's just
important thing.
standing
Wait,
there.
1 second.
He's-
Be right back.
Razor is so shocked by the dragon that he's just gone to another realm in his head.
Yeah. I mean, technically, Mizon and Kel do need to figure out why they're going.
Alright, so.
Or why
trying to
they're
think
not, exactly.
Why they're not going, yeah.
Alright, so Cal, kind of
No.
just be. Right. So Kel walks up to the dragon turned lady and looks her dead in the eyes. Not dead, but looks her in the eyes and says, "If I do this quest of yours or whatever, you have to promise me one thing:
And what is that?
that you will reveal to the people of this island your true form. I'm sick and tired of dragons and godly beings manipulating others behind the veil of lies."
She gives a little smile and like puts her head down, and then she looks back up at you. I can promise that.
Oh, kind of, because he's kind of like begrudgingly. He looks a little surprised that he would agree to something like that, but he begrudgingly accepts it. And then he mutters under his breath something along the lines of "I'm going," and then yeah.
Charlie looks over at Kel with like a look of surprise. It's a new expression, and he simply spins on his heel and looks out over the cliff edge.
Does Brora
yourself
hear
off.
what
Can I
Bill
shove
said?
him over?
I think everybody would hear because she hasn't walked off yet. Unless did you whisper it to her?
No,
no.
I mumbled under my breath the thing about a final go, so maybe only she or maybe someone else. Good. The whole party heard the whole conversation.
Can I check Charlie over
So
the
as
edge? the
so
cliff?
Kel's leaving now, right? He's walking
Yes.
away. As
Yes.
Kel passes Brorog asks Kel, "We fight dragon?" That's now his sole purpose. He
To fight the
he's-
dragon.
he
Me
still
fight
wants
dragon.
he still wants to find the guy who murdered his entire family. But that's on a hold right now. He wants to fight that dragon.
Priorities.
Well, maybe the dragon
What's
murdered his
that?
family.
Yeah, Kel looks at Brorog and he says, one day, but not today."
Brorog smiles,
Charlie lets
but
out a
there's
very
no there's
indignant
no
scoff.
change in his face because he's wearing a mask.
Oh, also, Kel is plotting the murder of this dragon now.
Even more indignant scoffs.
Can I chuck Charlie over the edge of the cliff?
Any dragon,
please
thanks. Just
proceed.
any dragon.
He's not that close to the
That's who he's
cliff.
wanting.
Also, I'm pretty sure there's like railing, so
Yeah.
I mean, I can still chuck him over.
that
I would
just
say a no on that.
Throwing who?
Can you give me one of those?
Wait, who's getting thrown off a cliff,
Well,
or was attempted to be thrown off a cliff?
Charlie.
Umbre.
Was somebody gonna say something? I
Umbre
heard
said
Maizen and
he
Morales speaking.
Says something, just contemplates over this newfound information.
But he still needs to come up with a time where he's going to decide to go, because currently the team is just Rage, me, and Ian, so technically we're still missing that number 4.
So I'm
I
guessing
mean, if
the
he doesn't
reason
show
that
up, I'll do it.
Brorog is joining Kel is this plot against the dragon, because both of them
He
really
wants to
want to
kill
fight a
that.
dragon.
Kel just doesn't like dragon or godly beings that control people, but
Maybe if I kill more stuff, I'll be sent back.
Weren't Morale? Yeah, you were saying something, right, Morale?
Yeah. Okay. Morales just gonna go and says, "I think I'm gonna stay here. I'll need to do a bit of research."
I mean, Brorog isn't chill. He really wants to fight that dragon.
I think Maizen was gonna say something too, correct?
Like,
Or no?
I'm going to say something, but my mic turning on earlier was just me coughing, so
Oh no! Forgot you're feeling.
you good?
Hold on.
it's
I got
alright.
that.
Anyway, so is Emerald done with his thing?
Yeah, I have a slight suspicion that he does.
I believe.
Also, it's Brorog.
Right.
It's
So,
B-R-O-R-O-G.
But I may be, I'm going to turn to Dragon
Like in the
Lady.
title.
I'm very bad
Okay.
with names, sorry, but I asked her. You said that the
Thanks,
deaths of
he just
dragons
wants to fight a
caused
dragon.
the anomalies in this island. Not island. I guess here, in this area. That's my question.
That's correct.
Then I ask, so is there a chance there are more undead out there in the ocean?
She puts her hands together and sighs. I can't say for sure whether or not there's more undead out there. I mean, they come from all sources of magic. There's all different types of undead. I do know that there were some here, that the ones linked to, that were coming here, were linked to the death that happened near the shipwrecks. However, again, they could come from anywhere. So I would say that there are more undead out there.
You got a question for whatever her name is. For
It's Roana? I
Runara.
think.
Renara, okay.
In the background, Borog stomps his foot and plops on the floor because he found out he can't kill the dragon.
The
one we're talking to?
No, like that Darth Vader scene where he
No,
finds
any
out this guy
dragon,
makes
but
dead.
he finds out if he does something, then it's just gonna cause more undead. So like he stomps his foot and then just plops on the floor.
Just like
Okay, so I want to do it as something that's like. So you're saying that dragons have caused the anomalies in magic? Do you think that's why I'm here? I don't know why. I'm having a panic attack now. I don't know because I don't know if I'm gonna get home anymore.
you're just like
The thrill of it is gone. I don't know if I'm gonna go back.
Yes.
It's just
Borog doesn't know anything about dragons.
I'm like
He just knows.
well, no,
He
not
thinks
yet.
they're
I'm just more of
scaly
like
birds.
afraid. I'm just like, oh my god, am I gonna get back? Because like I'm just panicking. But I'm asking her like,
He thinks they're a species
but I'm
of
asking, like,
bird
do you think
that
that's
are just
why I'm
scaly
here, or is it something
and
else?
big.
Charlie isn't going to let her answer and say, actually, I kind of have a few ideas of why you're here myself. I've been keeping it to myself out of superstition, but I actually kind of think I know why.
I'm gonna look at Charlie. I'm like, what do you mean you? What do you mean it's not dragons? It's...
Well, I mean, they're pretty cool, but they're not dragon cool. There's a difference.
Okay.
I said don't need
Not.
Wait, could I add something real quick?
Okay.
I already said this to chat, but Borog thinks the dragons are a species of scaly birds that are just really big.
Mhm.
He doesn't understand the concept of a dragon.
Makes sense.
Mm.
I mean, I got bird stuff going on, so yeah. I mean, the phoenix could be considered a dragon, so yeah. The phoenix is there's more than one.
Yes, Borog does.
So Charlie is
think
going to
that
walk
dragons
over
should
and
be
place
fought
a
by
hand on
Brorog.
Phoenix's shoulder, pat it a couple times, and just shrug and say, well, I can't give away too many details about them, but I can
Oh,
tell
yeah,
you
that
it's
would
going
make
to be
sense. I should
extraordinarily
do
hard to
that.
get back to wherever you came from. Near impossible, if you ask me at least.
Why didn't I say that
What do
scaly
you
bird
mean
thing at the start?
impossible? I
I thought
want to
that-
go home.
Well,
Been
see,
here for
I don't want
days.
to cause an interdimensional war just to get you back to your home, so not really do anything for you. His expression is kind of sarcastic.
Like, gotta get out of here. I'm here for what feels like days. I don't know. Time's
Bro,
passed. My
everyone
world
knows Borog wants to fight a dragon. It's been stated multiple times.
All right.
is-
What is going
Okay,
on?
So, as you guys are as Renara kind of takes her leave, and is escorted to the back of the temple,
What
where she's
is-
doing
huh?
continuing her teachings and studies. Another another kobold is going to come to the party and kind of gesture for you guys to follow them. You guys will follow them, and they're going to be taking you to the tavern, or aka the cafeteria, I guess you could call it, the eating area, where you guys could be served food. And we're going to do a little bit of a... It's going to be a little fun. We're going to do a little RP as a group. It's going to be kind of like our last RP as a group.
We're For now.
No,
Before-
that wasn't Razor.
yeah,
that
for now,
was Ian.
before the group, before we split off and go to the last part of the campaign. I know, sad, cry. So everyone is gonna go into the hall again, as we've seen before. It's bustling a little bit. There's kobolds coming in and out of the kitchen. There's people sitting down, standing up. There's people talking, laughing, cheering. Some people are crying for some reason, but you don't really, care to ask. It's not your business. But you all take a seat at this long wooden table. Some people sit at the ends, and you guys could all fill it out because it is made for kobolds. It's not made for everyone of all sizes.
I know why Umbra hasn't said anything yet. He's being stealthy.
Being stealthy.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is
Mhm.
the what's it called? I don't think you were there, but there was like this thing where we were doing practicing, and Brorag chugged a bottle of soap and started burping bubbles. Can
I
that be
was told
canon?
it.
Can that be canon?
Yes.
Derek has a crush.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Why you have
Soap
to?
made out of it.
Why you
have
gonna
a-
chug some soap?
No,
Why
because
you gonna-
if they go back to the what's it called, wherever they ate, I want them to order one bubble water, not sparkling water, bubbly water.
With soap?
It's just
Okay.
soap.
That could definitely happen. Okay, so Kat, do you want to explain a little bit about how this is gonna work since you mentioned it?
Okay, so basically, when we last did it, the most successful time when Rage chugged some soap, there were 2 dungeon mastering figures, which was me and Manx. So he played Tarek and I played Charlie, but Charlie and Tarek were more or less there just to help things move along, and but we were still able to interact. Just Tarek and me guided them to a place where it was safe and things were explained easier. Basically made it fun. So basically,
Exposed.
we didn't really
Exposed
use
for
an
what?
RP
What did you
order,
do?
but players would do something, and then sometimes one of the others would chime in. And if someone wasn't chiming in, we'd be like, hey, before we continue this, is so-and-so going to do anything about this? Because Brorog is chugging soap, and there's bubbles everywhere, and Tarek is covered in trash, and Phoenix is in his underwear for some reason, and Charlie's on the roof. What's
It
Morel
was
going to
the
do?
necklace, okay? I didn't go in the pants. It was in the necklace.
Yeah, so pretty much it's just gonna be an exercise for everybody to get a chance to really try to get into their character and get better at RPing, because this
Woo.
is
Very
D&D
good
is
emote.
about building a story together, and
Yeah.
your character included. And this will also give you a chance to kind of try out checks that you haven't before, like if you want to learn, like if there's going to be someone coming into here who might have a lot of knowledge, and if you want to ask something, you can maybe try a religion check if you've never done that before. Maybe you can try a medicine check if you haven't done that before either. So it's kind of a chance for you to really like expand on your RP knowledge, character knowledge, and how to do checks.
And it's a
so
great
he's
way to get more
upside down,
backstory
or
information
what is
out,
that?
since this campaign is coming to a close, and most of the backstory information hasn't really been shared. So, I already started leading breadcrumb
Yeah, do you know what
trails
that
for Phoenix
triangle
to
on
explore.
whose shirt is the green one?
So,
It's a reference to that.
Yes,
but
there's
I
that. But
couldn't keep
right
it because,
before
know,
we get
Yeah.
into everyone RPing, we're gonna do
there's
a little
an ad in
something.
a
So,
minute, so
as I said before, the eating area, the dining room, as you will,
subscribe.
is really bustling, really loud.
Like, it's,
As it is.
$4.50,
Suddenly,
and you don't
it
get
goes
ads
kind of
for a
quiet.
month.
The air seems to
Do
stand
that if
still
you
a little
want.
bit.
Yeah.
And
30 seconds.
when
Go the
you guys
ad.
look over to see, why the quiet came through, you look over at the kobolds and you see that they're all looking at the door. When you follow where their eyes are leading, you see a figure. A smaller figure. I would say they're probably a good 5 feet tall in stature, but they
See
seem
you
to,
on the other
I'm
side.
short.
but they
of
can
the
be 6
ad break.
foot in the aura that they're giving off.
6,
They have a
5,
red
4,
hood over their
3,
face. You see a
2,
red
1.
cloak
Add.
or dress, is if you will, poking out from underneath. And they come over and they sit at a table, not at your own, but right next to yours, and they sit down. All the kobolds seem to be whispering amongst themselves. You see her before, and it's not. It doesn't seem like an aura of someone that's bad, but it seems like the kobolds know who they are or what's going on.
Hey, who's this?
You just say that to this person?
No, because like I'm sitting at the table. I look around. I'm like, hey, who's this?
All the kobolds kind of look around and look at you. And the figure at the table kind of turns their head a little bit as if to acknowledge that you might be saying something, but then they just turn back to the table.
So Charlie is going to stand, and I'm assuming he's probably at least across from this figure. So he's going to slide over, since it's a very crowded place. And leaning against the table, he extends a low greeting. He's like, hello. We are relatively new here. We haven't been around for long, but we have never seen you, and you are quite strange. May I please inquire your name? But it's only fair to give you mine first. Charlie, it's a pleasure to meet you.
This figure turns to Charlie and looks up at Charlie. And now, Charlie, you fully see their face. She is going to smile at you, put her hood down, and now you guys see that this is a bright blue-eyed Kender female. She has a pixie bob cut that is pink. If you guys know what Kenders are they look like elves, but they're smaller, and they come from a land far off away. She's very far away from home at this point. And she's gonna look over you with a bright smile and be like, "Oh, hello. My name is Finkel. It's not really nice to meet you. Sorry if I gave a bad impression earlier. I was just, I've been here before. I don't know why everyone seemed to be so standoffish, but it's lovely to meet you."
Yeah.
Charlie is going to wait for the others, and he's like, well, they should get introduced to you. They're quite unique fellows. I'm in search of some wine. I'll be back. And he darts off towards the kitchen.
Borog says two things. First, he yells at Charlie to get him a bubbly drink, which is soap. And then
Charlie
he points at this the what was it? It started with a K.
A Kender.
A Kender, and says dwell, which is a dwarf elf. I don't know if that exists.
That's wild.
But
I'm gonna walk up to Finkel. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Who are you?
She kind of turns around and like looks at everybody and is like, "Oh wow, there are a lot of you. Hi, my name's Finkel. I didn't mean to disturb your lunch. I just came in here to say some hi to some people that I've met before and just get some food. That's all."
Okay, no, it's okay. They call me Phoenix. At least that's what I'm trying to go by. I don't know. And as you
Phoenix?
can tell, I'm clearly attractive. I'm gonna roll for deception.
No! No! Don't you dare!
Wait, he's rolling for deception.
I will have
Wait,
Kel
that's
beat
fine.
you to death with a stick!
Roll for deception. Yep.
While he's
okay,
doing that,
okay.
I searched it up. Dwelf is a breed of cat.
Oh.
Okay, so what's my
It's like a
modifier?
hairless
Nice.
cat.
Okay,
It's
so
gonna-
a 3 and then so my +3 from charisma, my
Wait, what are
+2
you gonna warn us?
proficiency.
What are you not gonna
then-
warn us
so
about?
a total of 10.
Okay. Finkel is gonna look at Phoenix and
Yes, you
kind of
did.
go, "Sorry, but you're not really my type. I'm more into females."
Lesbian!
I also think he's not. To be fair, It has been proven that if you get a nat 20, you can ungay somebody.
That is
If I had a nickel for every time that there was a lesbian, I have 3 nickels, which isn't a lot.
4.
It's weird it's happened that many times.
Isn't it 4?
No, 3.
4.
The 2 octopi, and then Finkel now.
Wasn't there one before that?
Weird character's Ace, because the only kind of lust she has is bloodlust.
Yeah, that's the Dwelf. That's the cat. That's called the Dwelf in the chat, game time chat.
I think it's freaking disgusting.
Well,
Does the Kinder look like this?
Like a day.
No, she
I
looks
hate it.
like I sent a picture earlier, but I'll send a picture again. She looks like
I only see the Skibbity Rice Riz, Stigma, the cat viewing.
Don't say that.
This is what she looks like. That's
Oh, okay.
that's Finkel.
Okay.
That is
Lesbian.
a character, isn't it?
That's my baby. I love her. So
Okay,
if you guys
guys,
didn't already know, I brought my own. This is my D&D character, my main character, and I love her very much.
Everyone, this is our main DJ. We please not corrupt her and like ungayify her and do all this nonsense.
Yes,
You can do whatever you want. She can hold her own.
Ungayify.
I do.
You can
Ungayify.
hold her own. You know that
I do
means
have
we
a.
attack.
okay, I do want to
no,
try
no,
to...
no,
okay.
no.
Wait. If Charlie has returned, does that mean Charlie has the bubble drink?
Okay. I do want to say something. Now the previous session we did with Manx, I don't think it really originally when we did it, it was not meant to affect the gameplay, but this time it will. So do think about your actions. Also, I do think that nat 20s to change things about a person don't work generally. It's
I feel like it's
generally,
like,
I don't think like a nat 20 to seduce someone who's like
Yeah, the
50 years
brain
older
rot,
than you
dude,
and
the
you're a
brain
minor.
rot.
I don't think if that person has a good set of moral codes is just gonna throw that all away because you rolled a nat 20. Because
I
that's
mean, I
gross.
feel like you can. It happened in the D&D session and the other thing. I feel like it can.
The point was that the DM
I
didn't
mean, it
want-
depends on who you're
The point was
playing
that
with.
that's
Some
not-
people will accept it, some people won't. So
Yeah, some people will accept it, some people won't. I feel like in the 20s though, if you get a nat 20, you can do pretty much anything. Apart from like
Yeah.
big.
Okay, so
You
I
can
just
do
want to roll something, and then you decide what you're gonna do with that roll.
I just guess the effect
It's
would be temporary.
basic.
Okay.
Can we do that? Where like I just roll, and then you decide what happens based on like I don't even have to tell you what I do. Just like that, I roll something, and then you base something. Like you have my character do something, and then based on what I roll. Do you think? Because I don't know what to do.
oh yeah, do you guys have roll with
Well, I mean,
friends
there's other
open?
people in the party that haven't done anything.
But I think it'd be funny for me.
Yes, I'm going to keep the standing rule to mute when you guys are not talking because it got very loud earlier. We had 4 people talking at once, was not very fun. Especially for people with lots of background noise. If you guys can keep the background noise to a minimum, I don't care if you're muted or not. But background noise, or when you're talking to someone in the room with you, generally, it's preferable to keep muted, just so we don't have to keep repeating things. But Charlie is not back yet because he's still ravaging the kitchen. But we still have Kel and Morel and Mizon and technically Umbre. I don't know what Umbre is doing.
Okay, 1 second.
So-
Phoenix, you rolled, but is that the 7 and the 5 in the roll with friends thing?
Well, the 7 was from last time. The 5 was for the deception. Then I added. And then if I roll something again, just something random happens. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But I can let other people go first.
I need to change this because for some reason when I'm on roll dice with friends, this like the follower and sub goal thing block it.
Finkel is just kind of looking at the rest of the party now, just waiting for the next just to kind of see if anybody's going to say anything else.
Okay.
Rorog said something. I think it.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's good.
I'll get this.
Let me switch tabs and see.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to the kitchen with Charlie
Okay.
and grab.
Okay, there you go. You can see.
I'll get some
You can
water.
see all of it.
Okay.
Water?
Are you going
Dang,
to
that's good. Good skins.
have anything specific you want to do in there? Just grab water?
Yeah, just grab the water. Get
I
the
believe
water.
Toby described the entire place as kind of bustling with kobolds, so I'm gonna assume the kitchen is probably pretty packed. You do see Charlie like scouring shelves and
Well,
opening
Burrock
drawers,
thinks
but
the
he does
short
not look at you.
dwarf
He also has a
so-
bottle of soap clutched tightly in his palm.
I shout to Charlie and say, "Hey, pass me the water."
Charlie is going to look up and smile and then go back to what he was doing. He does not seem interested in giving you what you asked for.
Oh, poor Morel.
He loves Morel. He's just looking for wine right now, okay?
Alcoholic.
Wait,
It's
so
not
he
for
grabbed
him.
the soap, but he didn't grab the wine or the water?
No,
so
you don't
frustrated.
He's
understand.
looking for the wine. Well, he's more focused on the wine.
Okay.
Okay, can I try to grab the water myself?
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, my water bottle keeps leaking.
Well-
1 second. I'm
how
gonna
about
be right
this? Okay,
back.
so Finkel notices that you kind of went to Charlie to be
1
like,
sec,
hey,
my
give me
water
something,
keeps
and that they
leaking, so fix this.
were too focused on trying to get wine. So Finkel goes, oh, it's okay, I got it. And she like kind of she like looks around at all the tables. She goes, oh, and like waves. It's one of the kobolds and goes, hey, Kilnip, can you get me a water, please? And Kilnip, if we've kind of met her before, but she has like, if kobolds could have bags under her eyes, she definitely did. And she like nods at me, or nods at Finkel, and then walks up to the kitchen to go get some water for her, which she will give to Morel.
I am going to have Charlie roll to see if he finds this wine he so desperately wants.
Okay. Roll to investigate.
Okay. Use dice, friends. Okay, please work for me. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's look at my investigation.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Great. I got like a total of 4.
Total of 4. Okay. So you're in the kitchen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Wait.
you're looking around. You
You're
have the soap in your
it's too late
hand.
for
You're
you,
looking
Burrock. The
for
moon shall not smile
this
upon you.
wine. You're kind
Unless
of
Burrock
moving
likes the
past some
dragon.
gobos, like, oh, excuse me, blah blah blah, and going around. You don't find any wine. You know what wine looks like, but you do see a barrel, and it's closed. And the barrel kind of smells like alcohol.
So Charlie's going to walk up to it, tap the side of it, and take a deep whiff. And I'm going
I gotta go to the bathroom, so just don't do anything with me.
I'm gonna assume this is another roll to investigate.
Do medicine.
Okay.
I have a question for a
Wait, that's
second.
medicine?
And my sister's character show up just for this tavern scene.
I would say no. Let's just keep it amongst this party.
Okay, just my sister keeps wanting me to do stuff, and maybe if I allowed her to do stuff that it's her own character, then maybe it would be okay. Just saying.
Anyways, I got a 16 on my medicine check.
Okay, so you give a big whiff to this barrel that smells kind of like alcohol, and since you got a 16 on your medicine roll, you would know from the past. You've smelled this before. It is a liquor but it's a liquor that helps with ailments. It helps with
I don't
nausea.
think
It
there's
helps
gonna be
with
combat right now, though.
headaches. It helps with just like basic needs. You could say it's like
Coca-Cola.
Tylenol in the liquid form if we were in real life. You would also know.
Don't do drugs.
You would also know that drinking more than the required amount does give you a buzz.
Okay. So
Wow.
Charlie's going to grab a
Here's the
cup, fill it with this alcohol, and he's gonna walk back out to the group. And offering Rage this bottle of offering Brorog this bottle of soap, he raises the glass, and he has this little pouch on his hip that's filled with instruments. Some bulkier than others, some small, some tall. And he just lifts the flap and pours the drink in there, closes it. The liquid kind of starts pulling out of it because it's leather. And he puts the cup down and he says, "Yes, that was an emergency. If my instruments do not have liquor on them at all times, they stop working. It's really weird."
Okay,
This
have
thing
any
only
of you
works
seen
when-
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yes.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is this. So Borog's gonna chug the soap. He doesn't. No, here's the thing. Okay, Borog doesn't remove his mask. He just pours it through the holes on his mask, and somehow drinks it, like the grates on his mask. Anyways, can some character go ask him, why he did that, and then it's gonna be like that
I'll do it.
scene where Jake's like, but I forgot who bet me $5 that I couldn't chug that bottle of shampoo. I was like, you chugged shampoo? Yeah.
I was
I was like, no, you're farting
I walked up
bubbles.
to Brog, I was like, why didn't you just drink a thing of soap? You like, I'm gonna bet, you do realize you just drank soap.
No.
You're not supposed to do that.
Well, is it a safe amount?
No, while he's saying no, a bunch of bubbles just start to like spill out of the grates on his mask. Like it's like a bubble maker, like, but just out of his mask. There's just bubbles flowing out as he says no.
You're not supposed. Wait, so you're denying that he drank the soap?
Yes, and then more bubbles just float out of his face.
He's like, they're like, no.
There's like two
Mean-
bubbles that just
Whoa,
float out of his
didn't-
nose also.
Didn't drink soap.
Wait, no, he doesn't
Okay,
have a nose. Never mind. That also flows out of his mask.
Okay, I am gonna do the same thing that Manx did if Toby's okay with this.
Deja vu,
And
I've been in
I
this
don't
place
remember exactly
before.
what save it
Fire on the
is.
hill.
It was either a Constitution. Yeah, I think it's a
Ask the
Constitution
DM
save. I'm gonna
to
be
give
honest.
you
And if you fail it, we'll see what happens if Toby is okay with me having you roll that save. Because you did just drink bubbles. So.
Of course.
Okay.
Okay, roll a
Let's see. Which
Constitution's-
one's the D20? This one? Roll. I rolled a 2.
Add the Constitution on it.
Wow.
Okay, as Brorog is saying this. Oh, wait, does this mean like I take damage or something? Or can I just make up what happens? It's something.
Actually, I already have something that happened. I need to know the total, though.
I rolled a 2, but I was planning on making it as Brorog was saying. Like someone asked Brorog a question and he's speaking, more bubbles come out, and then he just falls face first onto the ground.
He's like, it's like he has rabies.
No, it's not like rabies. Rabies is like a foamy bubble. It's more like a bubble maker, like what Ant sent.
Not like a foam. Honestly, I thought it was more like a foam.
Okay, bye,
But
circle.
still, he's more of just.
No. As he speaks, just bubbles are floating out like in the bubble maker. But since I failed that Constitution, like very much failed. Phoenix, ask Brorog another question or something, or someone ask Brorog another
Hold
question.
on. I will incorporate what happens, but yes, do ask. I do have a plan for this.
Like, you're
Okay.
okay. Your bubbles are coming out of your face. I think you need help.
is good.
But as
I'm
Brorog
gonna roll a medicine to try to help try to help Brorog from this.
No, it's
I
not
can give
bubble
it a
tea. It's just
second. As Brorog
bubbles.
says this, he starts coughing up a storm, and he's got a lot of soap in his lungs right now. So bubbles start to spew across the room, landing into food and drinks and across people's faces. A lot of people probably have very bubbly faces now. And he starts to fall over as he just cannot seem to stop coughing, and he slams his face into the table.
Wait,
rush
it's like
over to him.
you know that piece of bread that's just standing there and then it falls flat? That's
Yeah.
exactly how he
Yeah.
falls. That's just how he falls.
Who's rushing over?
Nice. Izon will
Uh,
rush over to Bro Rock.
Okay, so
Okay.
my sister wanted me to do something. It was I'm gonna take off Brorog's mask and just start doing CPR.
No, you can't take off his mask.
Why?
Yeah.
It
to the
can't.
back
And
of his head.
also, yeah, and I think Misen was doing something too.
Yeah. So
I do want
I'm just gonna do some. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some RP here. I was in front of the calendar, and then I guess noticed the bubbles flowing from somewhere behind me. I turn around, I see him,
Mm-hmm.
and I rush to him. And I assume I'll have to make a medicine check to save him, or like fix him.
Yep, you gotta fix the broken bubble maker, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Once Brorog gets better
Please
at
be good.
Constitution, just send him to birthday parties. It's gonna be great. He just sits in a corner,
I got.
chugging
That is perfect.
soap.
You got a what?
I got a total of 16.
Oh, dang,
To
dude.
to fix it.
Yeah, to fix him.
The DC I set was a 10 for this, so I'm going to
Oh.
assume it saves him, but I'll let that be up to Toby if that's going to be the same.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
So Brorog is alive now, so he does
He's
he wakes up
alive.
like Frankenstein.
Wait, are you saying he would have died if I didn't?
No, like I mean like he's alive, like the Frankenstein scene.
Yeah, I get it.
You
I
know?
Let's-
live.
Let's just say if you failed, the bubbles would have slowly overtaken the room. You start drowning in bubbles.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So let's say I guess I like did some CPR. I assume I don't know how you would fix someone in this situation, but
As you're doing
Same.
CPR, bubbles just like every like push or whatever, more bubbles fly out of his mask.
Wonder how many pop on their way out.
No,
No,
they're just
because
they're somehow they're fully intact bubbles.
Okay. Morel and Finkel and Kel haven't done anything. Well, in a little bit at least. So, how do they feel about this entire bubbly situation?
Everyone,
I don't know.
You want to get the water?
I don't know either.
Did I get the water or?
Oh yeah, you got. Yeah, you have the water now.
I'm gonna go back to the party, and after seeing a bubble maker there, I asked the party, "What's going on here? Why are there bubbles?"
Finkel just looks over at Morel and is like, I don't know. It's your adventuring party.
Okay. Is Brorok still lying there on the ground, or is he up now, full of bubbles?
I think he stood up. Right, he stood up now.
Okay.
Like Frankenstein.
Okay, I'm gonna go sit in the table.
Wait, Brorog's a vampire now? How? Wait,
ask-
what happened?
Um,
What did I
who's,
miss?
who's her name again?
Oh,
Finkel.
Finkel.
Finkel. I forgot. Hey, what drink do you want? I can make anything. Well, almost anything.
You can make
And now
any
we
drink
thirst.
from this water.
For bubbles.
Yes. That's my specialty.
Oh, amazing. Okay. She kind of like looks up a little bit. Can I
Wait, is this
get
Morel or my John?
morale?
Morel.
So he's gonna make an illusion.
No, he had the prestigiting spell that he can change.
Prestidigitation.
That makes the
play it now.
senses thing. Right? We did this
She-
last time too.
Yeah, she looks over at Morale and just goes, I could use something a little bit sweet at the moment.
Oh.
Anything berry flavored?
Wait,
can
but
make?
why would I become a vampire because of that?
A berry juice, I guess.
Yeah.
Like Jesus,
Okay.
turning water into any drink. Instead of just wine, we can turn it into.
Jesus, but on has more budget.
Yeah.
Okay, I use press. I don't know. I'm gonna say press and turn the water into a berry juice. Yeah, that. And you give
Wonderful.
it to
More budget.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Wait. Why would I become a wearer lamprey though? He did CPR.
Throw?
So,
That means like the chest compression.
Finkel is going to take the drink and like hold it in her hands and smell it like, it smells just like berries. And she takes a few sips, and you see kind of her eyes light up, and she just drinks the whole thing to the point where she's almost coughing because of how fast she drank it. She puts the cup down. She
I
goes,
can speak.
"So you're a wizard too, huh?"
Yeah, I'm a wizard. Well, illusionist.
I am also a wizard. What school do you come from?
Well, it's a
But
illusionist
no one can take
school
off Brorog's
that
mask,
teach,
so that wouldn't
illusion
work.
magic and stuff,
I see. Well, I myself come from the school of conjuration. I focus on conjuration spells,
No.
but I'm also an initiate of high sorcery.
Because you can't take off his mask. It's not possible.
Nothing.
Yeah, I back in
Nothing.
back where I come from, I definitely went to school at the Tower of High Sorcery, and I focus on conjuration.
I see. I think I might need to. Hold on. Okay.
No. I
And-
don't
and
even
she-
know how the mask works.
I can. That's okay. I can teach you something. But what was your name, by the way? And she extends her hand. I'm Finkel.
I send my hand and shake her hand. My name's Moral. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. She shakes it very firmly.
Okay, how does Kel feel about all this? An awful silence. Is he brooding? Is he brooding?
Kel is probably brooding.
Is he on his period?
Probably brooding.
Period.
What? He does not have a period. What is wrong with you?
Hell's a dude.
He hasn't been turned into a woman yet because of the spell or whatever.
Wait, what?
Yeah, don't ask.
That's information.
Don't ask.
Morel being
So
an ass. That's funny.
Kel is just.
His whole
Hold on,
face is
I'm
a
gonna
mouth.
do
Do you
something.
understand a lamprey's
Oh no. Alright.
suction power?
Should we continue without him or wait?
He can cling to
I
a
think
plane.
currently, as long as it does
miles
not
high.
involve him, because he said he'd be
Where
right
he
back. I'm
touched
pretty
the
sure.
tender,
So
he's done.
So Kel just kind of walks up. And Kel just kind of walks up. Those wine here, right?
yeah, you don't exactly
Kel
know
walks.
where it came from.
He doesn't care. He takes a glass, scoops up the wine, and just chugs it. He needs to get hella drunk before he has to deal with these morons.
Would you say there's wine across the table, or you think he needs to go find it, Toby?
Oh, do I need to go find it?
I would say Charlie came back, right?
Yes, he did. They saw him pour that liquor into his bag. They don't know what liquor it was.
Yeah. So either you reached for the liquor that Charlie had, or you find your own.
Okay, so do I have to roll something to find my own, or do I just like find my own? And
You
just
would
start-
roll investigation because you're looking for something, so you have to investigate to see if you can find that thing.
Investigation. Oh, I have no bonuses. Okay, come on, lucky roll. Okay, is that high enough? I got a 12.
Okay,
Just
so
for
I should
RP
the
purposes.
Kender
Just
is.
trying to get Kel just tries to get drunk.
12. Okay. I would say you do find some wine. You find a bottle. It's already been opened, so it's not full. However, you do find some wine.
I don't really see
He doesn't
anything
care.
that's
He just
wrong with the
uncorked the
Kender.
bottle
What's
and just
wrong?
chugged
It looks like just a
He
normal
cannot
character.
deal with these people while
Nothing
sober.
really bad about them.
Charlie
Remember,
looks over and he seems a little disturbed by this, and a look of strange emotions crosses his always
Okay,
smiling
bye.
face, and then he just looks away again, and he seems a little shaken up about something.
Oh, right.
I had to
Also,
restart
remember,
my.
kids.
I just
Also,
restart
remember,
my.
kids. Alright. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had to restart my thing. So, what happened while I was gone?
Kel got drunk.
Oh, found
He's trying
wine.
to kill him. Kel's trying to get himself drunk. Either way, remember, kids. Alcoholism isn't a disease. It's fun.
Metagaming.
No.
Yes.
Jesus.
I have a question.
Call him.
Did Brorog
Yes?
hear that
I mean, I had mental
Finkel's a
illnesses.
conjurer?
It was fun.
I
Has
would say
Mizon
so.
done
I would
anything?
say if you are listening, then yes.
Could Brorog go
Ah,
over to
crap.
Finkel
My audio's not working.
and ask for more soap?
You can. You can.
Okay, I'll drink water. Soap. And that's all he says. He just
Audio.
he has his hand sticking out with the bottle,
First
open
thing I
bottle
heard
of
when I
soap,
got on was soap.
and he goes,
Soap.
Soap.
Like as soon as I got on, I just
You
hear
just go soap.
soap.
Okay.
Okay.
And I
Yep,
run
that's it.
after him and try to slap the bottle out of
Okay.
his hand.
Like, no,
Let him drink soap.
no, like
No, why are you trying
Okay,
to
let
let my
Brorog
boy
cups
Kel
his
drink in peace?
hands.
God damn it!
Wait, I just realized Brorog can't even cup his hands to drink the soap. It's his second hand.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the. Yeah.
He has 3 fingers that are metal. Like, how would that work?
They're more like
So, did someone try to slap the wine out of Kel's hand, or is that Brorog?
No, they tried to slap the cup of soap or the bottle of soap out of his hands.
Drink the soap. Drink the soap. Poison yourself. It's
Let
fun.
him drink
yes.
Become a pro.
Okay,
Dying is fun.
soap.
I think there would
I'm
be
right.
a roll to hit if I'm pretty sure it was Mizon who went to slap it out of his hands. I think that'd be a roll thing.
Yes.
So
Do I get like a
alright.
dodge or something? Like roll to dodge or something?
you need well, first let's see what your AC is.
My AC is 14, so that means
And do you have anything to add to that roll to hit, Mizon?
Fortnite ball.
what?
Wait.
What?
What is the grand total of your roll to hit,
Roll?
Mizon?
I think that's 14.
Okay, you meet it, you break it. So
Wait, don't I get like a dodge or something? No?
Well, okay, so let me ask. Does Mizon come from an angle where Brorog could probably see him?
Because didn't Mizon, like, wasn't he in front of him when he revived Brorog? Well, not revived, but like healed him from the soap. So he's in front of Brorog.
I
Well,
was, but I assume then you're like,
where would Mizon find himself when Brorog is about to chug this soap?
because I assume. Wait, how far away was the soap incident from the Kender, Finkel?
Well, he asked her for soap.
So right next to.
Yeah. So they're right next to each other, and she has not made a move to put soap in his hand yet.
Okay. So I guess I'm coming from the side then, right? Since I went
Okay,
back to life.
do you think that this would be an angle where Brorog would see you?
I think you would, yeah.
Wait, could I say
Okay,
something
then-
real quick?
Brorog, do
I'm
roll
pretty
to
sure
dodge.
goats have like a pretty wide range of vision. So,
That's true.
anyways, a d20, right?
Yes, and I'm pretty sure it's a dex to dodge.
Anyways, I don't think I need the dex modifier, but that's a false 20.
Okay, you definitely dodge. You can explain how you dodge this attack to the
Okay,
soap.
so Maizon's going in to punch the bottle, so I lift it up above my head, like the highest place I can hold it,
Oh.
and it's
Oh, I
can't
forgot.
lift it up
Screaming,
all the way.
don't do it, don't do it.
wait, no, I don't even. Wait, is the soap in the container yet or no?
Single's just gonna say, do I make the soap or do I not make the soap? I'm kind of confused. Is he gonna eat it? Is he gonna
Yes.
use it? Yes. How about
Just
this?
yes.
And then she uses her cantrip conjure object. Well, first she brings out her book. She has a book that has a lot of simple items and like what they're made of, so that she can conjure an object. She brings out her book, flips over to soap. She holds out her other hand and conjures a piece of soap, or like a bar of soap. And she holds it out between Rorog and Maizen. And she goes, "Here's your soap. But are you gonna eat it?"
Brorog takes it, and then I'm gonna say he thinks this is the same thing, like he thinks it's like ice or like the fruit version of soap, so he starts squeezing it to get the juice out of the soap.
That's funny. You gotta make an art of this.
His
That's
hand
funny.
He starts squeezing it as hard as he
Maizon
can,
face
and then
palms.
it starts to like crumble, and it's like not crumble, but like mold, and like it starts to like, how do I, like when you squeeze like Play-Doh or clay or something, like how it goes in the cracks
like
of
a
your fingers and stuff.
Mm.
And then realizing that it won't turn into liquid, he's like, okay, so no one knows how it works, but he puts it in his mask and it somehow passes through it, and he takes a bite out of it. And then, yeah.
Like
His
warm.
mask works in mysterious ways. But he takes a bite out of it.
Finkel watches you do these actions and take a bite out of it. And she kind of just makes like a face and just looks over at Maizen like, is this normal?
You can hear it crunching in his teeth.
How? It's soft soap. How is there a crunch?
Is this normal?
There's
Yeah,
a
I
crunch. There
look
somehow is.
Maybe it's the teeth hitting each other. Maybe. Anyway. So, I turned to Brorog, and I turned back to Finkel, and I say, sometimes. And then I ask her, you seem to have a reputation here. And I like ask, what did you do here?
She kind of like puts her hands up. She goes, "Well, I've visited here before. I've traveled to a lot of the realms around here, and my reputation is good. Don't get me wrong. But I may or may not have turned Tarek into something that wasn't human one time by accident."
What?
While Brorog is eating the soap, he says, "Dog."
Well, not that exactly. It may have turned him into a worm one time.
Brorog looks at Maizon. Because he's a fish.
Are you?
Charlie.
Okay, I thought you were gonna call him a worm.
No, because he's
Charlie,
a
please.
fish, right? So, and
And he can turn into a worm.
no, because fish eat worms. Like, that's like the bait, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So he slowly
Charlie-
turns and looks at Maizon.
So Charlie's going to gleefully giggle and kind of clap his hands together. And he kind of
Gleefully.
across the room and says, well, when you're living out on the road with a bunch of idiots, I love my family, don't get me wrong, but they're idiots, and they don't know how to prep for long journeys, and all you have is worms and a bag of rock solid peanuts. You take the worms, really. I've actually grown quite fond of eating them.
Hey, yo!
Say I was
Guys
trying
are
to
not
eat
knowing
the
it.
worm. See, the girl that I like or that I love, she asked me if I would still love her if she was a worm, and then I was gonna turn into a worm to prove it, and then Tarek might have gotten in the way, and I may have turned him into a worm, and then Nara found it kind of funny, but also got mad, so I had to turn him back into a human, but it took a long time. But yeah,
Is Mila a lesbian?
Eh?
What do you think? Oh, Mila? Mila? Why do you
Yeah,
ask
but
this? Child, you are a
don't
minor.
think-
You're a minor. Stop it.
Also, I don't think
Bad.
she's
I
here in
know,
this
because
game.
I was asking you who
Yeah.
this person is.
You
I don't think
said
Mila's even
a
here.
pretty old bald wizard the first time you tried this. Do not
You know
try
what?
it.
Screw it.
Yeah.
Canonically speaking, just make every single woman a lesbian to protect them from Phoenix.
Does this include the harpies? Are we
Some
gonna
points,
retcon
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a nat 20 and not
The
the
Lesbian
harpies.
harpies. Lesbian harpies.
What about the sirens?
The lesbian sirens. I mean, come on. Why do you think they were living together in the same house as women? They were just chilling out there. They were either roommates or lovers.
Anyways. Okay. Well, it's been a while since Phoenix has done anything. Maybe we can turn it back his way.
Okay. So first, I want to do that random roll thing I was gonna do before.
Okay.
Where it's just like I
let-
roll something and then you decide what happens. But I also will talk to Charlie about something. But I do want to make a random roll to see what happens. Just and like I make a roll, you decide what happens based on the roll.
Okay.
do you want to do this, Toby?
Yeah, I can do this.
Okay.
He's making a random roll, right?
Yeah, but I'm just trying to. Hold on.
Are you doing it on roll dice with friends?
Yes.
Okay, you did. 15.
Okay, I got
it.
15. Okay. So Phoenix, you've kind of been watching over everything that's been happening here. You saw the bubble debacle. You saw the Broag eating more soap.
That's
You
part
saw
of the double thing.
you saw Kel and Charlie get alcohol. You decide to go over to Borog. You put your hand out and kind of gesturing him to give back the soap. And
Spit it out.
Brorog disagrees, and as he shakes his head, this time it's like rabies, okay? Like foamy,
oh, the soap is
like
foaming.
bubbles, because it's a bar of soap, not liquid soap anymore. Foamy bubble soap just spill out of his mouth onto your hand. And then
Like,
he
oh my
takes another
god!
bite.
Oh my god! You have rabies?
He takes another bite of the
So
soap.
it's like when you.
Oh my god.
It's like when you want your dog to let go of something picked off. the
Like,
street.
drop it,
Hey,
drop it.
Yeah.
Drop it. I basically do. That's funny. We should make. We gotta draw this scene. We gotta draw this scene.
It will be added into the comic, and I will make it very, very funny.
Wait,
But you're making
this
a
is super
comic?
funny because Brorog is just like towering over. Wait, let me find where's the picture of like everyone?
Well, technically, also, some of you guys were behind the others. It was a dynamic picture. But Brorog is the tallest of everyone, so. Kel is the second tallest. Then I believe it goes to Morel, and then it is Phoenix. Then it is Charlie.
How tall is Morel?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh wait, remember guys, Brorog grew half an inch every time he levels up, so he's
All right.
a bit
yeah.
taller now.
Dude, how tall is he gonna be at level 20? Someone do that math real quick.
10,
not-
10 inches taller.
Inches?
Oh, that's
That's a lot, but it's not drastic, I'd say.
Really not.
Okay, so,
Or
okay, so
actually,
what
no,
actually?
nine
So
and
what's
a
the
half.
first thing that happens
9.5 because you
after
start
I
at level
tell,
1.
So what do I? So
Oh,
what do
yeah.
I start? Because like I was like, hey, drop it. Hey, get it out. Get it out. Okay, so and then Brog disagrees. So what happens then? So what happens after that?
Whatever you want.
Well, so. Well, I mean, I was like, I need to know more about this. I'm gonna go over to Charlie. I'm like, you were talking about these weird wolf things earlier. I need
He
more.
never told you what they were. He never told you what they were.
Oh wait. No, he did because he said no because we were in the temple and he said something about.
Said they were cool, but they were not dragon cool. That's all he said about what they were.
Oh, okay. So I was like, so you're talking about these creatures? They're dragon-like, but not. I need to know because I asked about alternate realities and you answered with that. Tell me, I need to know.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that Charlie looks around the room because they're pretty close to the table and pretty much everyone at this point. And looking at the wall for half a moment, he sighs before chuckling slowly. Well, my dear child, that is a story. It's very private. But I'm never one for secrets, so I'm going to tell you everything about these people because screw their privacy. They deserve it. He seems caught up in his own hilarity for a moment and veers off track, just giggling at a wall.
Charlie needs to be put down. Like,
Did you say that in character? Is that
Yeah.
in character or not?
Screw it, Kel's drunk. I'm saying whatever the hell I damn well please. He says that.
Wait, what?
Kel's
Is that- like,
Kel
did you say
just
that Charlie
chugged
needed
an
to be put
entire
down
bottle
in
of wine.
character?
He's drunk as hell right now, so he's gonna say whatever he damn well pleases. So yeah.
So he says that? So he says
Brorog
that?
wants to start
Charlie
guessing
needs to be put
what it
down.
is.
God, funny.
Okay, so Charlie does look at Kel after he said that, and there's like a silent pause in his like expression. It's almost melancholy, but then he goes back to giggling. Brorog wanted to guess what it was.
Yes, he guesses duck.
Charlie looks at Brorog and he says, "They're not ducks. They're my dad's, actually. Not really. More ducks."
You have a dad? What?
Yes, unlike most people here, I'm not an orphan. And he looks very smug.
I'm not an orphan either, but I mean, I'm in a different reality. Does that count?
Yes, you're an orphan.
He guesses,
I'm like,
after
I
that
mean,
he
my parents
guesses,
are still alive, but they're on another plane of reality. I'm not an orphan. I can take care of myself.
Looks at Phoenix and he says,
he says chicken.
oh, he's drunk, so he's gonna. Oh, okay. So Kel just wait. Can I have a Kel be a drunk, even jerkier jerk than he normally is?
Sure, yeah. Because technically, yeah.
Deanne, do I have permission to make Kel say a few bad words or no?
That's up to. I mean, I don't care, but that's up to Rage because he's streaming.
Rage. As a
It's
streamer, am I
fine,
allowed
it's
to say a few
fine.
Bad words. Alright, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything really bad. Alright. So Kel just looks at Phoenix and he says, "You, what is wrong with you? You keep saying you're from this alternate reality, this grand facade. I really think you're just an orphan who got lost along the way. Probably ran out of some godforsaken hellhole that you lived in." Then I turn over to Brorog. I say, you're so dumb, you probably don't even know I'm addressing you directly, so I'm not even gonna bother. Then he turns to Umbre, and he says, you, I don't know, but you smell. He's slurring all his words away.
Well, Umbre's hidden because he's stealthy.
Alright, and then he turns to Mizon, the fifth man. He says, you useless sack of crap. You tiny worm fish creature. You just disgust me. Everything about you is wrong. He's like swaying now because he's so freaking drunk. And he turns to Morel and he says, you old balding man. Why are you attracted to a child? What is wrong with you? And then he looks
That,
to
okay, so
Charlie.
that never actually. Oh, well, you don't know that happened, okay?
He was
Technically,
there.
he
Kel was in the
does.
shop.
Technically, yes, he
Yeah.
does. Technically.
Alright, now this is like the big reveal. So, and then Cal looks at Charlie. He says, "You annoying piece of shit. I love you." And then he stays on the floor. That is it. That is his act. He's just
Oh
falling
shit!
Because he's drunk. Okay, does he
Yeah.
say anything to Sprinkle?
Doesn't say anything else. He just looks at Charlie, says, "You annoying little shit," and then he falls. I love you, and he falls to the floor, like unconscious, because he's hella drunk.
So Charlie just sits there, hand over his mouth, and he just looks very sullen. And he looks at the floor, and he whispers very quietly to the only person who can hear him is Phoenix. And the words are, "I wish I could say the same to you." And his voice almost trembles.
Get owned!
Crazy! Oh, goddamn. We have some
Damn! Get owned!
wild. Goddamn. What is this, a soap opera?
But
Well, I mean, there is a lot of soap, but yeah, so I guess.
as Phoenix hears this, Charlie's voice kind of trembles, and his smile, the stitches seem to be tearing, and it looks very painful, but the smile prevails despite the stitches starting to tear. And he just looks at the floor where Kel stands, and he spins back to Phoenix, and he claps his hand together, and he's like, "Well, that's a wrap.
he okay?
I need to keep talking to you about my dads. Oh God, I need to explain some things to them." And he seems a little bit off of his game.
Wait,
Is he okay?
Cheese Obama sandwich.
I'm gonna like tap him with like my foot, like nudge him, cause like
Bro, you okay?
just like with like my foot, just
Bro.
like kind of like nudge him around.
Hell is out
Be like,
cold.
"You okay?"
Like for this scene, he is done. Like he's completely knocked out. I mean, I guess you guys can try to
Yeah,
have
but I'm
the spell bring him back or whatever, but
Why
Do I
would
need
you,
to do another con save?
no.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Yeah. Wait. What?
So unless someone casts a spell, Kella's just fainted and fully out of it.
Because
So
I've been eating
Charlie-
the bar soap. So
yeah.
I
Can I
mean,
roll
soap
another
isn't
con
poison,
save?
technically speaking. Most soap you can
Yeah,
just
if you
eat.
do another con save, all that's gonna happen, if you fail it, it's just more bubbles. This time it's gonna be frothy bubbles, but you know,
like,
it's
just-
foam like he has rabies?
yeah.
15.
But
Yeah, soap,
Char-
most soap isn't poison.
Standing.
I think so.
Charlie
Does
rubs his
15
forehead
pass?
before. Yes, 15 does pass. The con, the what you have to beat is a 10. So Charlie rubs his forehead and he shakes his head slightly, and he just seems a little out of it, but he keeps on. And now his voice is back to its normal volume, and he continues on. He's like, "So my parents, oh, they're wolves. They're mystical wolves, and the reason I thought
They're
that
like furry.
no, they are very powerful."
Character actually does.
Hey, furry.
They're like
Uh,
furries?
Charlie looks a little confused. He's like, "I don't care to know." Anyways, the reason they're involved with you, he just seems very frazzled and says this, is he's whenever they come to visit for their own personal reasons, I'm not telling you why they visit, but whenever they do, they break a few rules, and these temporary little tears in universes stitched together, and for temporary amounts of time, beings can slip in and slip out. So there's a high chance your magical little feathery friends and you are because of my dad's. And he still seems just like very fast. He can barely get a straight sentence out. His
I'm gonna
eyes.
put my hands on your shoulders, like, and we're shaking. We're like, so you know how to get me back? So do something.
So Charlie takes a really deep, shaky breath, and this time he sounds completely dead serious. And despite the smile, it seems a lot cold. And he's like, "Now, I can't say that is something you want. The only times they visit is when we are in imminent danger, and the only one left in my family that has the possibility is me. And if I'm in imminent danger, as long as I'm with you guys, you're in imminent danger. And you do not want to know what happens when they come by. So do not wish for my dads to come back. You must find your own way. And then he
So you're
spins
saying if I
around
punch him in the face, I can get back home?
Charlie shakes his head and he keeps walking away. And I will say that you guys might remember that he's almost died multiple times throughout this journey and no mystical wolves showed up, so perhaps it has to be very dangerous. A special kind of danger. And
I'll throw a mug at him.
He's looking at Kel now, and he's kind of sitting on a wall near him, like a few feet away from him, just staring at him. I guess roll to hit if you're gonna throw a mug at me.
Okay.
Oh, you failed. That fails.
Damn.
Okay.
Cheese on a sandwich. The second 5 I've gotten. I haven't gotten a nat 20.
Okay, so the cup goes flying past, and I'm gonna say that Rage did say we were ending soon, so I'm gonna let everyone do a little bit of last RP. Let's say getting later, and they all kind of want to retire. Also, I'm pretty sure that there was a room and Dragon's Rest where they all kind of stayed with their own little like bunkers, basically. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna let everyone say their little bit about how they're gonna do something probably because we do need to end soon for Rage. So.
Okay, who's going first?
I'm gonna say we'll just do RP order. I'm gonna say so. Probably Finkel first.
Okay. Well, Finkel, while this was all happening, she turned back around and finished up her food. So I think she's going to stand up, fix her hood back up to her face, look over at everybody and just, nod her head and go, it was, great meeting all of you. Good luck on the rest of your journey. And be nice to the people around here. They're good. They're good people. And she walks out, and the last thing you see of her is her red cloak flowing behind her.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that Umbre and Kel are both out cold right now, so that means it's Morel next.
What happened to Umbre?
I don't know.
He's very stealthy.
Here.
He's very stealthy.
Or
We haven't seen him the entire time. He's been there. He's just very stealthy, and we haven't seen him.
He's gonna sneak
everyone.
out. Nat 20 sneaked out.
Yelling at Umbre, you're just yelling at a wall.
It's like, I don't see him.
Nat 20 sneaks out. That's Umbre's turn.
Moral just gonna stand up and grab his book and says, well, I'm going first. I need to do some bit of research, and goes to the library to do some research.
Okay. Now it's Phoenix's turn.
Like, man, it's getting kind of late. I'm just gonna.
Who did the mug hit?
So I'm just gonna go into like a room and then just like disappear into the necklace for like 2 hours.
Okay.
So just like into like a room. There's just like a necklace on the ground.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If the mug hit someone, who would it hit?
Not Charlie.
Okay, so now Brorog.
Brorog takes the half-eaten bar of soap and drops it on Kel, and then just walks away.
And now Maison?
So, yeah, my son would have done a bit of a lazy wave away to Finkel. And then he turns back to the party a bit. Doesn't say anything, just kind of looks over them. And kind of just announces to the room, I have work to do. And then he, I guess, jumps out of the nearest window.
Did
Okay.
he jump out from the cliff?
Okay, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
that the only people in the room where everyone like goes to sleep is probably the necklace of Phoenix, because everyone else is somewhere else. I don't know where Brorog went or Mylon.
He just walked away.
Okay, he's probably roaming. And Mizon.
Eyes on. Oh yeah, he goes out the window, runs back to the shore, and sinks into the water to continue his quest of hunting down the leftover undead.
Okay, so now it's just Charlie and Kel's obnoxious sleeping body on the floor. So the
It's
soap,
possibly on board. You don't know. It's possibly on board. You don't know.
the soap is on Kel's head right now. So Charlie kind of brushes it off. And no one else hears this, because it's just those two now. I'm guessing the kobold's probably left. And he just kind of sighs to himself, and he's like, oh, well, that was embarrassing for you. And embarrassing for me. I was literally just explaining to my dads last week how it was never destined to be because of your stupid goddess. Now I'm going to have to rethink that entire letter. And he quietly lifts Kel up and he starts to try to drag him out. I don't know how to do a strength check for that. I'm not sure exactly, but he
The
starts
only other
dragging.
person to ever pick up Kel was me.
Technically,
I
yes.
tried to puppet his dead body. Well, his
Yeah.
unconscious body. He does
Yep.
that a lot.
What's the
If you do want to
unconscious?
roll
Oh.
it, you just do a strength roll and add your strength modifier.
Okay.
Cheese Obama sandwich.
Okay, I'm
Yeah, you got it.
doing well today.
That's
No.
dark.
No.
What does a 1 get?
You got
One.
Butterfingers.
Gets you, so you go for Kel's ankles because that's the easiest way to drag somebody. Wouldn't know how. And you grab his ankles, and for whatever reason, he decided to leave his shoes untightened, and his shoes just fall off. And
So these metal boots just hit Charlie.
yeah, so you fall back, and the metal boots
Kelsey.
kind of hit you in the chest, and now you are now on the floor with these boots holding you down.
Hey. Kel
Critical
feed.
fail.
Yeah.
Charlie's gonna kind of like huff and puff and like shoulder his way back up. He's like, oh my god, I got touched by shoes. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I've been worse than those zombie lips. Really needed some moisturizer. Then he looks back down on the floor. And he's gonna try to pick him
What?
up again.
Okay, roll again.
Okay. What does a 7 get?
A 7.
Wow.
You drag him out to like the door. That's it. You just like drop him.
I would say you start dragging him, and the sound of metal scraping against stone is not the most pleasant thing to hear. You attract the attention of all the other kobolds holding their ears with a disdained look on their face. But you get to about the entranceway, and he's halfway out when you are just way too tired to keep carrying him. He's got a full body of armor on. You're not really made to move bodies that are passed out. And you kind of just fall back onto your butt and start huffing and puffing because you are tired.
Use your board raise
Okay.
to help to have the kobolds move his body.
Okay. So there are some kobolds in there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he's gonna kind of lean his head back over, and he's good at persuasion. So he's gonna be like, friends, I'm awful exhausted, and I need to get this boy back to bed. Can you please help? And what does a 10 get me?
So the kobolds, they look amongst each other and like, yeah, we can help. And you see about like 10 of them walk up, and they all go 1, 2, huh, and they all hold them straight up above him, and they're all like lined under his body, almost like a caterpillar.
Like
And you
ants-
just see them going
like
up,
ants
up, up,
carrying
up,
his
up,
dead
up,
body.
and all the way to the room where you guys will be
The necklace.
sleeping for the night.
Okay,
the
so
necklace
trying
is
to bring him his.
around it.
And once he's on the bed and the kobolds leave, he starts to play a soft melody on his lyre, and that is the end from the Chronicles
Yeah.
of Kel getting rejected. Ayo!
I was like, I'm assuming you're like, hey, I can hear that music. You hear it from the necklace, like, hey, I can hear that music.
Charlie's just gonna whisper really loudly.
Trying to sleep.
So
and
is that the
that's
end of the session?
yeah, that's gonna end the session.
I'm some of my final words. Grilled cheese, Obama sandwich. Goodbye, everybody.
Okay.
Chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well,
Thanks for the game.
way,
Bye.
but